Shalom Yasharala, this is Yeshaya, back at you with another Car Chronicle. I have been literally recording and deleting this same video for 2 weeks because I'm trying to. It's because it's such a touchy subject. I'm trying to be very careful in the way I present it. So with that said, basically this video is about it was a Dr. Umar Johnson video that I saw a couple weeks ago, and that video really makes you think. To cut to the chase, he says in the video that no one suffers more from sexual objectification and sexual assault than black women. And, you know, for one, of course, I'm a Hebrew Israelite, so I'm going to have to throw in Hispanic and Native American women. And now you have a deal. Now you have the truth of who is the most. Because it's all, right? Hispanic women, forget about it. They're the homewreckers in a lot of movies and a lot of shows and shit. So, when you really analyze the sexual objectification and the sexual assault that black women are subject to, you have to also bear in mind how many black women play a part in their own suffering here. And by no means am I equating the two in a way where it even implies that because black and Hispanic women dress a certain way, because all women, it's not a black or Hispanic thing. This is an all women thing. Women, period, all over the place. But let's keep it real. Nobody look better than black women and Hispanic women. So part of it is you're already the better looking women. But then on top of that, you sexualize yourselves. You sexualize yourselves. You're the ones that are going on social, like, okay, you can see the TV, you can see female rappers, and yes, just like Dr. Umar said, a lot of our female celebrities have sold our women out, right? That's absolutely true. But you know what's also true? If y'all are doing it on social media, that means one of two things. Either you're trying to set up a way where you can monetize your sexualization and your sexual objectification, or you're doing it for free just for likes. Either way, you are also selling out black and Hispanic women. How many times have I seen a picture with a woman doing some sexual shit and a child sitting right there? Like, you're teaching a child to do this. So what we would like to see from black and Hispanic women is to not follow the ways of the Caucasian woman. Because this comes from, a lot of it comes from Marilyn Monroe. Like, there's a meme that says, "Stop quoting me, girls. I was a hoe, not a philosopher." And that's true. If you are referring, I'm sorry, I'm still under the weather. I'm really not under the weather. I just have a cough. So, if your motivation for being half naked on social media is Marilyn Monroe, I gotta tell you, you're not gonna amount to much. Not even a wife. I know I was talking to my friend the other day, Dominique, and she said, well, a lot of hoes is getting married. That don't mean shit. We don't know what the fuck going on behind the scenes or why, you got women like Cardi B that are known strippers or former strippers getting married. But what I will easily tell you is that all this sexualization that y'all are doing, all this being naked on social media that y'all are doing is destroying the concept of a so-called black woman. I'm going to explain to you why it's very important to be more conservative in the way you dress. For one, God said that women should be that way. They should cover up their bodies. Right? Adorn themselves in modest apparel. But another reason why is because look at the greater scheme of things. You know what's one thing that impacts a lot of psychological issues is movies, the media, TV shows, Netflix shows. The stuff that you see on Netflix a lot of times impacts the reality. Because, perfect example, how often do you see a straight up trashy white woman? Right? You got the one that was in The Watcher, right? You got a couple of them. The one that was in The Watcher, it's at least two, right? That are really just on sight. Like, you could already see that they're already like shameless, basically white thoughts, right? Compared to how many black women play whores on different shows, how many Hispanic women play whores on different TV shows and movies. Now you might say, well, this is just TV shows and movies, but you know what? Those of us that watch these TV shows and movies, this is the idea that you're getting. And it constructs the way you think racially. And I'm going to explain to you why. In Black Panther, a white man came and saved the day. How often in a generally white movie does a black man come and save the day without the help of the white man? If you look at every single movie, you'd be hard pressed to find a black savior that saves white people from something, from destruction, agony, whatever, oppression. You'd be hard pressed. Even characters that were historically black, like in the movie Braveheart, they are perceived as a white man coming to save Scotland. White men are the saviors in every fucking movie. But that simply does not happen in real life. White men ain't coming to save black and Hispanic people. No way, shape, or form. You know what they're going to do? They're going to give you free money from time to time to pacify you. To have something to hold over your head and say, hey, we don't owe you reparations or we don't owe you anything because we've been feeding you and you haven't been working. See, as much as they might act otherwise, there's a faction of white people that really just want all black and Hispanic people on welfare so that they can use that against them to completely exonerate themselves of the atrocities that they've done to us. And all we're doing is playing right into their hands. That's all we're doing. We're playing right into their hands. We take movie parts that portray us doing these things. You know, and that's why another role that you see frequently on TV is the aggressive black man or the sleazy Hispanic man, right? Look at a harmless movie like Ferris Bueller. Who are the fucking super hyper criminals in that movie? He takes Cameron's car to a fucking car garage, a parking garage basically, and then they go for a joyride. It's the black guy and the Latino guy. And the Latino guy is super slick. Harmless movies these things happen on. Look at Mr. Deeds, right? A very innocent movie, but when you really look deep into it, Mr. Deeds' uncle or grandfather, whatever the hell he was, what saved the day? The fact that his butler turned out to be a love child from a Latina woman and Mr. Deeds. So while this is an innocent movie, this movie is going to put an image into your head of a sleazy, home-wrecking Latina maid. This is the way it works. And this is going to put these thoughts into your heads, and it's going to affect how you respect other people in society. That's why it's priceless to have white people as constantly being the good guys in these movies. I'm pretty sure if they had it their way, every single movie would be like that. Every single movie would be the white man coming to save the day. They have to splatter around or make a black man at least a savior to black people. All right, you be a good guy, but be a good guy and only save your people. Don't save my people, because then my people are going to start seeing images, because these images stick with you. These images stay in your mind and affect your realistic. You ever see a brother speaking at camp and he's looking for fucking examples, and those examples happen to be in movies? Oh yeah, a lot of times when Jake do this, it's because of this, and really they get it off of a movie. A nigga that ain't never been in war, the most he knows about war is Full Metal Jacket. And that's not even really knowing, even though a lot of it is, you know, I've seen interviews and come to find out like that's realistic, but that's the thing. So when black and Hispanic women, I want to tie it back to the main point. When black and Hispanic women suffer from sexual assault and sexual objectification, you have to take accountability for what percentage is caused by black and Hispanic women. Yes, we know Brett Ratner, all those devils in Hollywood pay black and Hispanic people a premium price to misrepresent their race. So you're going to see nothing but aggressive black men. You're going to see nothing but criminal behavior. You're going to see in Hollywood a version of black people that's what the white man wants you to think is all black people are capable of, and Hispanics. Who's the real rapists and murderers that Trump was referring to? The TV black and Latino men. Well, really, in that case, he was talking about Mexican men. Those rapists and murderers are represented by TV, because what gives you the idea in your mind at all that Mexicans are like that? What makes you think that Mexicans are like that? TV. Because they definitely are sleazy and rapey and murdery on TV. Truth of the matter is, Mexican people are some of the hardest working people I know. But TV makes you think, oh, they're rapists and murderers. And we don't realize it because we're all in the matrix. Your mind is on whatever's on TV, whatever you see in the news. You ever notice how a lot of times the news reinforces the same stereotypes as movies on TV? You know how disgusting it is to watch, to be somewhere and they're watching a fucking Judge Judy or one of them shits. You Are Not the Father. And how many fucking black women are in there not knowing who the fuck the father to their children is, whether it's true or not. Because for all I know, they could be setting up shit. But the fact that it's on TV, people are going to say, oh, look at this. Oh, another, couple it with all the black women that they see on welfare, which pales in comparison to how many white people are on welfare. But when you see a black woman on welfare, you're going to think, oh, typical. When you see a white person on welfare, you're going to be like, oh, they need help. So, black and Hispanic women, you know, there's a practical reason why y'all shouldn't sexualize yourselves and why you shouldn't go on social media with a fucking G-string on or you know, and one thing that's funny that I see a lot of is women that are amateur strippers. I'm gonna be honest, it's crazy how y'all not even looking for money. Y'all are just doing it for likes. That's what really is crazy about it. Y'all are literally just doing it for attention and for likes. I know a female. I went to high school with her. Shameless chick, man. Shameless. Beautiful though. Beautiful. She's about to be 45. I remember one time she posted, very recent, within the past few years, she said, posted another half-naked picture of herself. Not like her naked body is not plastered all over the fucking internet. But she said, you know, I am still looking for a husband, but if any man that I marry is going to have to understand that I'm going to always do me. You're never going to find a husband. She's essentially a pass around. Every so often she settles down with a boyfriend and then that doesn't work out. Because, let's keep it real, nobody wants a woman that everybody has either had or that everybody has seen naked. And she's the queen of sexual behavior, sexualizing, tantalizing, putting up images, doing poses and shit that are sexual. I know females that post pictures of themselves in their bathing suits and they're not trying to sexualize. I mean, it is still inappropriate, but at the very least, they're not accentuating their boobs or nothing. They're just normal in their bathing suit, chilling at the beach. You know, it's still not appropriate, but you know what? At least they're not sexual. Like, at least you don't look at the picture and think and you know, because it puts out sexual energy. Like, y'all gotta understand, spirituality and chemistry is one and the same. You know, spiritually, you're putting out an image of you being naked. But where's the image of you being intelligent? Where's the smart post on social media? Y'all don't have any because y'all so focused on showing the world what you look like naked that you don't study nothing. You just like, hey, you know, Marilyn Monroe did this pose. You know, so that's what's keeping our race back, believe it or not. All these images that you see in the movies and social media, all these pictures that niggas take with fucking middle fingers in the air, juvenile and childish. You know, so with that, I hope that some of y'all wake up. Really hope that all of y'all wake up, but really at least I hope that this video reaches somebody who is going to realize, damn, my race does look like the most fucked up race on the world, because not only are we portrayed that way, but we portray ourselves that way. But with that, I'm going to say shalom.